record.
My name is Daniel Sassy. In addition to being a longtime resident of Huntington Beach, I'm also a lawyer representing the nonprofit organization, the Kennedy Commission. The Commission is a broad-based coalition of residents and community organizations that advocates for the production of affordable homes in Orange County. Let me start by noting that the Commission firmly believes that the right to affordable housing is a nonpartisan issue. At the last City Council meeting on June 2nd, both Council members Williams and Gruhl talked about being guided by what was best for the people of Huntington Beach. Affordability and accountability is what is best for the people of Huntington Beach, and building affordable housing so that children can grow up where their parents live and people can live where they work should be a bipartisan issue. The Kennedy Commission opposes the current draft of the draft housing element, not because we oppose the element itself. Of course, this commission knows. We've been litigating with you for 10 years trying to get you to adopt this. But because unfortunately you are not yet substantially compliant with state law. First, as is well known, the City Council has opposed adopting a housing element for over 10 years. Mayor McKeon publicly claimed at the last meeting that this has not cost the city over $1 million. May 11th, 2023, the California Court of Appeal unanimously affirmed a $3.5 million attorney's fee award against the city. Kennedy Commission versus Huntington Beach. This City Council, not mentioned earlier tonight when we were going through all the litany of cases for this City Council. The citation for that case, just in case you need it, and we'll make sure we're on the same page, is case number 30, 2015, 801, 1675. This commission also, this City Council also conducted a federal lawsuit challenging the constitutionality of the California state housing law. It also had to hire outside counsel for that. It lost. It hired outside counsel for the appeal at the Ninth Circuit. It lost. It took this case up to the Supreme Court. It lost. It was tax costs, and it had to pay outside counsel for all of that. Clearly, hundreds of thousands of dollars. The City Council can release the records and show likely millions of dollars. In this round of adopting the city housing element, you now know from your planning commission that you've been fined over $160,000 by the court. You've had 3 years to come into compliance. You've not come into compliance over those 3 years. You're paying Mr. Taylor, outside counsel, hundreds of thousands of dollars, perhaps millions of dollars. Again, you can publicize those records if you'd like to, but clearly these are costs that the city is paying in a losing battle. As what you heard earlier tonight, it may be over $10 million now that the city has spent on this losing battle. We want the city to adopt a compliant housing policy, but it has not done that yet. In 3 minutes, I cannot go through all of the problems with the current draft housing element. HC